What's up guys? So in today's video I'm going to show you how to add pagination to your Astro website. It's a bit raining, so bear with me. As like I was saying, pagination is actually crucial or is a crucial feature for improving user experience, especially when dealing with large amounts of content like blog posts, or you want to say like product listing and stuff like that. So this is an actual project, and there's an endpoint that accepts users. So let me quickly go to the endpoint, copy this and paste this right here. So it's called subscribers, and you actually see all the people that are being subscribed in real time. This is being hooked up with the Astro DB. I should just show you directly from here. So if I say studio Astro build. So this is the project, but I might blow out the actual URL. But it's just simply database, like I said, that has been hooked up with Astro that accepts um, email of users. So if I say Dev Lawrence, I shouldn't be doing this, but I just have to do this. So devlawrence@gmail.com, and I submit. You see, I get an message right here, and if I refresh and check, you can see that it's coming in, and it should also come in real time here as well if I refresh the page. But before I digress too much, I want to like add the pagination to see just the first 5 or just the first 10. So the way to do that is basically not that difficult. So if I go to um, Astro, let me just check for routing in Astro. Should be better. So I believe it's this one. So if I go down, yeah, you see that Astro supports a built-in pagination for large collections of data. So this right here is just a little example. This can be actual products, like I said, or blog posts, and you will just want to show a few of them per page. But Astro gives us a function called paginate to do that. So let's just quickly do that. So if I go to my VS Code, I already have the endpoint created. So I'm guessing if you are watching this tutorial, you must understand Astro to some extent. So I have an endpoint called subscribers, and I'm using these 3 dots because this is the contents are dynamic, not static. So if you have static data, you can just do it like so and just get rid of these 3 dots. And I'm just getting the subscription table, just getting all the fields from there and just printing them out, as you can see. So the first thing I will do is to export cons pre-render and set it to true. So pre-render, did I spell that right? So this should be true, which means that we want this page to generate at build time. So when we are this page and we're writing an email or we submit an email, we want this to generate build time, but we need this get static parts. So it's being provided for us. So the setup is quite, like I said, it's quite simple. I will just copy this right here and we'll eventually make changes to it. So go back to our code and let's just use on top of here. So paste this I'll get rid of everything here, this as well, then I will push this inside. So ignore this, I'll fix that in a bit. So this accepts this, it has actually gives us a paginate function to generate pages. So the way it works is that you pass in the paginate function, then you call that function and pass in your actual data. If your data is static, you can just pass in those data there. But in our case, I'll be passing the subscribers. Then you can set the page size as well. You can set the page size. Then all the page data is then passed to this page prop. So let's just do that part. And this is giving me typescript error. So they're just passing an any right here. That'll be fine. Then we just have to return paginate function and pass in the subscribers. And for now, let me just set the page size to I'll say 4. All right, so we might still have some errors right here, which is fine, it's not bad. Then what we want to do is to come back here and call this page and say astro.props. So now with this page, is it property again? What was it called? So this page prop now, let me just console log it out so that you see what it gives to us. All right, so it gives us the actual data, but so we have about 13 email, but since we passed in 4, you can see that it's giving us the first 4. So if I change this to like 7, it should reprint. Just give us some time to fetch the data. All right, so it's giving us the first 7, and you can like add limits. Is it limits? Yeah, so you can limit the numbers and do some stuff with that. So if you say 4, this shouldn't print out 7 again because it doesn't actually make sense because you've already added the limit here. And before I forget, this actually uses Drizzle ORM that allows the querying of Postgres easier. So we'll get rid of that. And since we have the data, there's one more thing I also want to show you. We can access the data by saying page just data, then we just loop over the data, and also have access to this URL. So we have next. The next will give us the other remaining list of emails, and the previous is undefined because right now there's no previous, so we're starting on the first one. So what we just have to do is to come right here and just say page data map, and this will now be page data length. So we're getting some TypeScript issues which we'll fix. I think for this subscriber, let's just create the type for it. So say interface, and we'll call this subscription. So ID will be number and email will be a string. So this works. Then we'll just come in and say as. So this is actually props, but we'll pass in bring in an as and say this page now we want to like add our own custom type to this. So say data, and that data for now will be the subscription type. I will leave it like so. I think that fixes all the errors. Yeah. So now we now have better IntelliSense. So you can see that's coming in. Okay. So if I go back, you can see we're seeing the first 7 emails. So if I increase it to like 10, which I'll just leave it at 10. Alright, so we just leave it at 10. Then I just want to have a next button to show the next data. So to do that, I can just do that here, but I'm thinking I should just create a separate component for it. So I will say I'll call it pagination button to Astro should button Astro. And for now, what I will do is to just call that right here. So I'll just call that and say pagination, not pagination button. So it's not giving us autocomplete, but we just want to pass 2 things to it. So say previous URL, which we can get from the page, the URL. Okay, we're not getting type script autocomplete, and why is that? So I think we also have to set, yeah, so we also have to set type for it as well. Okay, so let's just do that, and we'll do that right here. So we'll add a semicolon right here and say URL, and we'll just pass the previous, yeah, so previous, and this might be string, and the next will also be a string. I'll save. So right now, if I say page dot, yeah, so we have better IntelliSense right here. So this will be for the previous URL, and we'll have another one for the next URL. Next URL, say page URL dot next. Alright, fine. So let's create this component. So we go to the pagination button. Was it BT? Okay, I called this wrong. What's wrong with me? Let me see. Okay, still not giving us suggestion, but it's fine. We'll just import it by ourselves. So I just bring you the code fence right here. I'll say prev URL and next URL. This will be astro.props. It's fine. Then create a div to actually show, I think I'll just show a next button, then previous button afterwards. So I will first of all check if there's a previous button, then just show, or if we are in the previous URL, then we just show, bring in this anchor link. So say a tag, it should be href, and this should point to that previous URL, and this should be previous, believe. I will also need another one for next, so I'll copy this and I will call this next URL. It should be next URL. It should be next. Then if we go back, since we can't get this, okay, now it's coming in, so we just need to add some things to it. All right, so if we save and check back fully, we see the data. So why is that not working? Where is the issue coming from? Canary properties of undefined, next and prev. So what is undefined right now? This should be URL, not ULR. Sometimes I wonder why I don't see these things when I type. So let's check back. Okay, so you can see that we can navigate between this, and you see that this gets updated. But with this is not looking good, so let's just quickly style this. So we'll go back to our code, and I will just for the styling, just say margin top, flex for items, center, and justify center. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's not bad. Then I will just have to add some colors, some background color to this. So I will say BG, and I have a primary color 400. Then I'll add make it round. Then I'm saying BG. I just need to add a px of 4 and py of 2, and add the font width of 500 and make the text white. I think that should work. Then I'll just copy this and paste it here. Okay, so this worked. So if we go back, so we can see some users right here. This is nice. Alright guys, that's it. Do well to leave a like and share the video if you found it helpful, and leave your questions in the comments. Till next time.